Hello everybody, my name is GodofDarness18 and welcome back to the manga video. This time I'm going to be showing you my monthly reads for the month of November 2019. Now, I need to say a couple of things. First off, I want to address COPPA. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like an FTC ruling that's basically going to change YouTube for the worse. And basically they're going to basically prohibit people from seeing things that are aimed for kids. So that is stuff that are for 12 or younger. And in light of that, I'm not monetized, so I don't think it'll affect me as much. But I will say that manga is definitely not aimed for kids. Most manga, 99% of manga like ever published, are aimed for 13 plus. Even though there's like cute images and stuff like that, I can tell you that most manga, 99% of it, are not for kids. So yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. And also I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The bad news is that I didn't get any manga in the month of November. That's why you're not seeing a monthly manga haul video from me. So I'm really disappointed in that, but it is what it is. And the good news is, excuse me, the good news is that I have actually got some more money coming in. If you remember a few months ago, I actually mentioned I lost a source of income. It's for something called personal independence payments, which is like a disability benefit here in the UK. I get it from my right hand. And basically, I had an appeal a couple of weeks ago as of recording, and I actually won the appeal, so I am due a huge back payment, and my fiance and I are over the moon that this has happened, because that means we can get married and hopefully I can get more manga and probably get another bookshelf over here next to me. So yeah, I am really happy. I should be getting the back payment very soon. It should be, I would think, probably in the new year. It would be a lovely birthday present, since my birthday's in January. But we'll see when I get it, and I'll be able to get more money for hoarding and stuff. But yeah, that's my good news. I'm so happy. I just can't wait. And my fiance and I agreed also that if I lost this appeal, we would have had to postpone our wedding, but it's going ahead, and I am super excited to get married to the best man in my life. But here we go. So as for the manga reads, I have read 21 volumes this month. It is considerably less than last year when I read 40 odd volumes. I think it was actually 40 on the dot, but yeah, 21 volumes is still a good amount to read. But I have I've been busy this month basically, and I've not been traveling as much. But I hopefully will read more soon, and yeah, let's get into it. And I will show you as usual, well, not as usual, what I did last time. I will show you in the order I have read it. So let's begin. And also you can see a big gap up there on the top here. I can never get this bit right. I can't do it up here. Yeah, there's a big gap here, but you'll see what it is. If you don't know what that series is, you'll see very soon. But let's get into the manga. 21 volumes, and I'm super excited to show you. So the first volume I actually got at the end of October. If you watched my October manga haul, you would know about this, because I got it on Halloween and I actually read it a couple of days after. But yeah, it is The Promised Neverland, Volume 12 by Kaiu, Shirai and Posuka Demizu, and there is Volume 12. I love this cover. This is so beautiful. It's got this beautiful picture of Emma, who's one of the main characters, and a beautiful haunting reflection there. Also a beautiful pendant down there. But yeah, if you don't know what The Promised Neverland is, it's basically about these orphans, the main three being Emma, Norman and Ray, and basically I am, without spoiling it much of it, it's basically, I am going to say that involves them trying to escape after they find out the orphanage is not what it is as it seems. I don't know if that's the right wording. I cannot English. I am really down on energy at the moment. But yeah, it's not what it seems, and yeah, they try to escape, and then a lot of things happen. I'm not going to say what, but yeah, it's fantastic. And this volume, I'm pretty sure hit. Let me just double check. Yep, it hit its 100th chapter in circulation in English, of course. And yeah, I'm super excited because volume 13 is coming out soon, and I cannot wait to read it and just get into it again. And yeah, there's so much suspense and there's so much clues and stuff like that about many things. I'm not going to say what, but I just love it so much. And I want to reiterate like the COPPA ruling that and my thing basically saying it is not for kids. It actually is there. It says that The Promised Neverland is for older teen. The Promised Neverland is rated T+ and is recommended for ages 16 and up. This volume contains fantasy, violence, and adult themes, which it does, because even though it's kids, there are a lot of things that happen that are very adulty and yeah, very not for kids. But yeah, that is The Promised Neverland, Volume 12 by Kaiu, Shirai, and Posuka Demizu. Next up is a manga I actually got at the beginning of this year. I think it was definitely a good few months ago, but I got this, and I got a £5 discount off this, so I'm really happy I did. And yeah, I'll just show you this now. It is Aquarian Age, Juvenile, Orion, and this is volumes 1 to 5 that I've read. This is the complete series, and this is by Sakurako, Gokurakuin, Broccoli, and Marekatsu Nakai. And yes, you heard that right, Broccoli. This publisher is called Broccoli Books Deluxe in actual fact. And yeah, this is based on a trading card game called Aquarian Age. I don't know anything about it. I just picked up this manga because it looks very interesting, and to be honest with you, it was very interesting. However, I wouldn't say it's like amazing or mind-blowing or anything like that. It is good for the most part. I think it's good. But yeah, this follows a 16-year-old girl called Mana. She goes into school and she reconciles with one of her friends called Kaname, and basically things start to happen, and it turns out that everyone around Mana and Kaname are involved in a war called the Aquarian Age. It has been raging for thousands of years, and lots of chaotic things happen. But yeah, it's definitely a shoujo-esque. Well, it is a shoujo manga, and you can tell by looking at the characters that they're very shoujo-y. But yeah, like I say, this is good for the most part, and yeah, it has like demons and stuff like that, and angels, and yeah. The only complaint, I know this is very trivial, but the only complaint I have about this is most of the volumes are very like stiff pages like that. I mean, that's not me just trying to show you as a stint. In most of the volumes, they're pretty stiff, the pages, so it's kind of hard to like read. But I think it was, yeah, volume 2 wasn't that bad at all, and then volume 3 gets back into it. But yeah, that's the only complaint I have. I think I actually mentioned it when I got it, but I also want to say that this is not for kids because it's 13+. Well, the first and fifth volumes are. Yeah, here's the fifth volume. They both say 13+, and the other ones in the middle are for 16+. And yeah, I have to, like I say, it was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was a good read, and I'm glad I actually read it because, you know, it's fantasy, and I like fantasy. I can't resist. But that is Aquarian Age, Juvenile Orion, volumes 1 to 5 by Sakurako Gokurakuin, or I should also say that her name is also Ashika Sakura, and also Broccoli and Marekatsu Nakai. Okay, the next volumes I have here is something I've actually put off for a while, but I actually got back into it because I wanted something to read, and because I was going on a bus journey for 4 hours, both ways, altogether, I thought I'll take a manga that I know I'll read. And even though I was tired, I actually read all of these volumes in both bus journeys. And I'm so glad I did. It is Neon Genesis Evangelion by Yoshiyuki, Sadamoto and Khara. There's the omnibuses there. I've had these for quite a while, but I actually got around to reading it now, and yeah, I am really happy that I do have them, because it was a great story, and for once I actually liked the ending. I know someone actually didn't like the ending that I watched, I can't remember who it was, but they said that the ending left them a bit underwhelmed. And in this first omnibus here, it says, Neon Genesis Evangelion is rated T+ for older teen, as recommended for ages 16 and up. It contains violence and mild nudity. That is very true, and I think it says in all these omnibuses. Yes, that's definitely true, because that's basically the premise of this. Basically, what this is about is a boy called Shinji Ikari. Actually, this is him. Yeah, this is Shinji. He's basically had a very troubled past. He lost his mum, and and his dad basically became very abusive towards him, and he is actually one of pilots of a flight of a ship called Eva. But I don't know if there's any Eva here, if I can actually find a picture, but basically he he's the only pilot that can do it, and basically they're on a quest to stop these other mechanical robots called angels, and it's very intense, but I love it, and I can't find anything without spoiling it basically, but yeah, and a lot of things happen. He develops very hatred and very loving relationships with other people. And speaking about that sort of thing, there was something that I did not expect to see in this manga, but I had heard about it on a real or fake anime thing that Thomas Sanders did, and they actually mentioned this, and oh my god, I thought it can't be in the manga. If it's in the anime, okay, fair enough. But if it's in the manga, ooh, wow. And I saw it in the manga. Again, I'm not going to say what it is because it's spoilers. And, whew, but yeah, I really did like this series. And I just, I can't, I'll probably show you actually. Basically, the color, there's like color pages to separate each volume. And there's some things like this that are just so beautiful. That's Shinji right there, and yeah, he meets other people, like that girl with the blue hair there was Rei Ayanami, and yeah, there's so many things that go on. It's just like, oh my god, that is so chaotic, but I love it, and I loved the series. I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece though, I would say it's very good though, and yeah, I just love everything about this series. And yeah, like I said, I actually read it in about 3.5 hours altogether, but I'm so happy. And I've now finished reading this, and yeah, this is Neon Genesis Evangelion, volumes 7 to 14, I should have mentioned that as well, in these omnibuses, by Yoshiyuki, Sadamoto and Khara. Now, last up is they're going to resolve the mystery of that big gap up there of manga, and if you haven't figured it out what it is, then I don't blame you, because my camera's not the best, but it is Nisekoi False Love. I have volumes 3 to 9 here. This is by Naoshi Komi. I got most of these volumes on eBay last year, and I was missing one volume in set, basically, because it went 1 to 7 and 9, so I had to get 8, and I got it in Forbidden Planet, so yeah. The series is not complete just yet in my collection, but I love this series, and so much chaos, so much hilarity. I had non-stop giggles reading this, but basically what this follows is these two kids there, these two people there, and the boy here, this is Raku Ichijo, and this girl here is Chutogi Kirisaki. Basically, they were kids when they were younger, like 10 years ago, basically, as of when the story starts, and they didn't know about this, but well, Raku has like a pendant that has like a lock on it, and basically he's trying to find the someone that he made a promise to, a girl that he made a promise to, and he actually and this girl has a key that unlocks it, and there's something inside it. And yeah, without spoiling it, let's just say that there's lots of girls that have this. I'm not going to say who they are. I mean, these two might be, actually, but I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, it just follows Raku's basically quest to find this girl that he made a promise to. And yeah, it's very light-hearted and I love it. It's very cute as well. And yeah, I hope to get more volumes. There's actually 25 volumes in the whole series, which is, I think, might be a bit excessive, but we'll see. And if it draws out a little bit, I might actually drop it. But it's been really good, and there's lots of like shenanigans going on. And yeah, I can't really say much else without getting spoilers into this. But and yeah. The characters are very funny, and the antics they get up to are just crazy. But that is that, and this is Nisekoi False Love, volumes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that's my Naoshi Komi. And that is it. I am sorry that this video is relatively short. I mean, it's 16 minutes, probably 17 minutes by the time I finish this, but I hope you really do enjoy this. And yeah, I will be getting ready to do some Christmas shopping soon. And yes, I will be having Christmas manga. I actually got a Christmas manga from one of my friends, and I can't wait to show you my December manga haul, which is my last manga haul of this year. And until I do that, I hope you guys stay safe, and I probably won't see you until after Christmas, so have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.